In the basement of this Portsmouth home, you'll find a guy who turns fishing gear into artwork.
We make fishing lures for everything.
For about 6 years now, Andrew Hajar has run Atlas Lures. Lures for fresh and salt water in a variety of shapes and sizes.
I wanted something that had a different presentation, made the fishermen work it differently, so it's just completely different.
As a kid, Andrew loved tinkering with fishing gear. As an adult, he taught himself how to create his own lures with incredible realism.
Depending on the piece, it could take 5 days to 2 weeks to make a lure.
Using pure tin, he creates the metal frame first, then carefully mixes the resin in the color he wants. Andrew let me pour the liquid silicone into the mold where the fish lures take shape.
Am I guaranteed to catch a fish with this stuff?
Pretty much.
These lures are flexible, others are solid, and some are jointed for realistic action in the water.
With this, because of the joint, it's going to swim more like a fish.
Andrew also makes high-end knives and other wood crafts, alongside a lure business that seems to be catching on and catching fish.
And what are people catching with them?
Everything. They're catching, pickerel and bass in freshwater, muskie up north and pike, everything, yeah.
I grew up here in New Hampshire. My father taught me all about the outdoors. He was very passionate about hunting and fishing.
When Joe Forestall isn't out working as a local hunting and fishing guide, you'll find him in his other happy place, his glass studio.
Each tube is specific to the fish species that I'm making.
Joe operates 603 Glass out of his home in Alstead.
This way I get to think about fishing while I work, and I get to think about work while I'm fishing.
It started in 2003 when he worked as an apprentice for the famous Simon Pierce Glass Studio. He would go on to open his own shop and become a member of the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen, combining glass art and wildlife.
I make trout, bass, striped bass, all types of New Hampshire fish species out of glass. I like to make them in ornaments, paperweights, different sculptures.
With years of experience, he's learned to recreate nature.
I like it when people that know fish see it and they're like, oh, I can really tell that this is this species because you put in this special touch.
As for the finished glass rainbow trout, it looks good enough to catch in the wild.
Come take a float with me on the Connecticut River and we'll catch some of these.
Inside his home studio in New London, Scott Byron is carrying on an age-old art form. He's making flies for fly fishing.
But you kind of, in your eye, you have what you might want it to look like, and then you work it. And it's, thread of different colors, sometimes floss. There's all sorts of different tinsel and synthetic material that you can use.
This art came from something practical. Fly fishermen want lures that mimic floating bugs or small fish.
Trying to imitate something that the fish is actually trying to eat.
This requires years of training, and Scott got into it later in life.
Your background wasn't necessarily in fly tying, right?
Right. My background was in athletics, to be honest with you.
Scott Byron was the athletic trainer for BU hockey when Olympic greats like Jim Craig and Mike Eruzione played. He spent decades as a phys ed teacher. When he retired, he jumped back into something he tried as a kid, fly tying.
Okay, so these are rooster feathers that are dyed a certain color.
Using a library of bird feathers and other materials, in a matter of minutes, he turns a fish hook into something beautiful. Scott's work is now well known. He sometimes is asked to make custom flies, including for royalty,
I had to tie one for King Charles.
who happens to be a big fan of salmon fishing. The reality is, many of Scott's ties are meant for show, not actual fishing.
The ones that are real pretty are the ones that go in a frame somewhere. The ones that kind of ugly bugs sometimes are the ones that catch a lot of fish.
Scott wants to pass this tradition on, so he trains apprentices and teaches classes of students. He hopes they too will get hooked.
Do you catch more fish than your students?
I don't know. I won't go on record saying that.